Okay, so we're going to our toolbar. We'll notice other two options which allowed us copy and also allowed us paste different elements. We also can use a keyboard, or we can use the icon to allow us to zoom in or zoom out on our terrain. The other sections, it is involve the resolution and shape of our terrain. I mean overall scale. You notice before when I was increasing resolution of our terrain to add more details, we can same actually reduce. We can go very low resolution, and in some case you may be going to use this resolution if it's far away and you just want generic shape kind of. And always as we click, if we go look on topography, you can see how it's reduced resolution. Okay, let me actually reduce even more, and you can see this is triangle. It's maximum resolution we have. Okay, so let's go back to our resolution. And of course, if you want to create a little bit non-standard or terrain size or shape that maybe need fitted your image that you want to create your terrain based on your image, you always can go to the resembling terrain. And right here you can see we currently have it 512 by 512. So if, for example, I want to create 200 non-standard by 600 terrain, I can go ahead and create this terrain, and you can see it will create for me that size of terrain. Same if I apply doubling, it will now use my resolution. So let's go back and change 512 by 512. Okay. Click OK, and so we're back to this resolution. Okay, the next section, when we look, it is allowed us to invert. For example, if I want to create area like a lake example, embed it here, so it will help me to do this inversion if I want it without digging, or can do other ways. Let's invert back, and of course the other properties will work in the with the zones and other ones in a procedural terrain. So we'll look on this. The retopology, it's allowed us to distribute it and smooth some areas. Sometimes when we work, we have it hard edges example. Let's go to paint, we'll go invert, and you know what, let's create clipping area so we can create just a little bit of the edge right here. Actually invert on this one, go up, 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 higher, higher. Okay, we'll remove this one, clipping area. You can see right here we have this edge, and it's look very bad. So reason is why, because if we look on the polygons, you can see right here it's actually stretching. It does not have all these details. It take this polygon and stretching all the way. So if we take this terrain and start rendering, it will look very unnatural and ugly. So by doing retopology, what is happening, we can set looseness a little bit less, maybe around 10. The view try to readjust, and you can see how it's take these polygons and spread them through this area, so it will create natural, more nicer look. The withdraw with this, does smooth some of the sharper edges, but it's where was just one polygon, it's a reposition all the other polygons and create the shape. So this way we can create more natural, nicer look on this. But how I say, the biggest withdraw, it is the smoothness. So it's reduced some of this maybe sharpness you was looking for. So just when you create like this, use it, smooth out, and you can add additional details more after this. Increase resolution of your terrain on a high field also will help with this. Okay, as we work on our terrain, the nice things about View Terrain Editor, you not edit it in 2D. So in many applications, like for example, if using World Machine or other ones, they can allow you to create only actually in 2D. So you have it lower and go up. You cannot have it overhanging cliffs or other elements. With our sculpting tool, okay, let's just reduce the size of brush. I can actually go and create this overhanging, so you can see now this is actual overhanging element. We can sculpt caves, we can sculpt all these different properties. With draw with this, sometimes it add more polygons. So I was creating this sculpting, it start increasing amount of the polygons, and element can go over use of memories. But if you don't want this, you always can force 2D. So in this case, it will remove any 3D reference or other things, and it does help fix sometimes some problems. Okay, let's recreate my terrain again. I don't know how often you actually will use this, but just kind of help you know that force 2D on a 3D on overhang when you use it. And of course, if using procedural material preview, we can enable. Currently I don't have any of them here, but you can always preview any procedural materials. Again, this was top bar. We'll look on this. So let's go ahead and next portion, just look a little bit on this on our left bar and see what this provide for us.